Let's see. There we go. YouTube. Oh, so I can't release the video. I don't want to. If I refresh it, then I popped out. Should have fought Boogeyman. I'm doing up to school with him. Play like, I don't know why I did that. Hey, I want my video to stand out. Like this. Flop. We can add this too. Flop. We can add this too. It should be good now. Flop. Should be good now. We can add this too. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Now, hold on. Let me It should be good mute now. Myself. I have myself muted on my own live stream. Hold on. Should be good now. Again. All right. Should be good now. What's up, Goober? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. You were here yesterday. Damn, that's loud. Let me turn it down. Or turn this down. Alright. Yeah, I'm streaming on Saturday too. I just decided to stream today too. Just a little streamy day. I'm definitely streaming tomorrow. I'm streaming. I'll be streaming today and tomorrow. What? Screw the music. I don't care. Silent it is. I feel like deal with that. I was gonna. I'm gonna stream tomorrow with Sake. Just today, I just wanted to do a little stream. Then be like a little stream. And then we're all good. I have the thing open on this tab. Next weekend, you should be open in that one. So how's your day, Goober? Hope you're having a great day, bro. Why is DoorDash in here? I'm never ordering anything on DoorDash on here. That's good. Glad you're doing all right, bro. uh, oh yeah, I'm gonna use like your live streams where I like give updates on like animes I'm watching. So the anime I'm watching this week, it's called Girlfriend. Crap. Oh my gosh. Every time I always end up clicking that crap. Don't worry, it'll come up soon. DoorDash always steals my money. Hey man. You gotta eat, you gotta eat. Gotta eat. Hold on. The anime I'm watching this week, it's called Girlfriend. I don't even have my thing open over here. I have it in chat on here. Not here. Oh, it's down here. I have it down here when it comes to this. Not up here. This is the anime I'm watching right now, which it's like I don't like harem animes as much, but dang, bro, you must have did something for him to be eating your food a lot. Dang, spoiler. Yeah, this is the anime I'm watching right. Like, I need to move in. Can't wait to get my new desk. Everything will be more polished, where I'm like I don't have to do crap. But yeah, this is the anime I'm watching. And I hate harem animes. I hate them in a passion. Like you can never convince me to that. No one can convince me that harem anime is actually like good. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, dang, that's freaking huge. Yeah. So anyway, I'm only on like episode. Oh, this is season two. I'm only on season one. What I say? I'm only like 3 episodes in. It looks like a hentai. Well, it does, but yeah, realistically, look, I cannot tell you all the times that I've legit like I hate harem anime. And this anime is like what is like standard. Basically, the main guy has some. Oh, the main problem, the main like thing for this anime is that the dude, the dude couldn't reject the. He has a girlfriend, but another girl confessed to him, and he couldn't like hurt the other girl's feelings. So he went to the. Okay, so let me do this instead. I don't know if you guys see my mouse. Yeah, I don't think you can see my mouse, but the red haired girl, the redhead girl, is his original girlfriend, but she asked him out. Let me put up a picture. No, I think I need a better picture. Hold on, I need a better picture. Um, I don't know how the gray haired girl gets into all this. I'm only on episode like two. Crazy, this has a season two to it, so I can't. I'm gonna do a better photo. Don't be wrong, it does look like a hentai, but it's like okay, that should be better. All right. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the gray hair girl. She's not in the episode or this girl. So I'm not up to the episodes where they're in. The gray hair girl and this girl. So the only we gotta deal with the two people, the pink, red, and blue, right? So the guy asked he has a girl, he was already girlfriends with the pink girl. But the blue hair girl over here asked him out. And originally he declined, but he didn't want to hurt the blue hair girl's feelings. So he went to ask the redhead girl for permission for her also to be her girlfriend. So I'm guessing the half the anime is going to be them fighting over uh them fighting over him, the main protagonist. Which I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't really drop anime. I realistically like I he looks like the most average guy I ever seen. Like 6 out of 10 at best. I mean, realistically, he doesn't look like he looks like a normal protagonist. Like he doesn't have anything interesting against him, but he's like really like open to say. He's really open to say like he legit will say what's on his mind in a heartbeat. Yeah, I think at the end of this. I'm probably gonna give this end up like giving this like a 6 out of 10, maybe. Because I'm not. I just watched this because I'm like bored. I'm supposed to record a video soon, but yeah, this anime seems like it's gonna be really really boring. I repeated this like I don't like harem animes, but like I'll give some a pass. Like I don't even I don't like watching like anime that just came out because I usually wait for the hype to die down and then watch the anime because people hype up stuff and then they're like, this is the best thing ever. So it's like but there's an anime I do want to watch that's on my watch list. I want to watch. Mhm. It's called mochi. Oh wait. Yes. Mm. Sorry if that's offensive. That's not offensive. What do you mean? It's not offensive. Dude legit looks like your average anime protagonist. Like he literally is. He literally doesn't have anything good about his character. He's just really open. Like he blurts out stuff. Mm. What is the anime? I know it's called Mushi. I think it's called Mushi. There it is. Found it. No, not really offensive. It's literally you're just saying how it is. He looks average. Okay, this is the anime I've been wanting to watch. Hmm. All right. So crap, I keep moving everything but this. Hold on. I didn't even see that message. I didn't even see that message. You're fine, bro. I didn't even see that message. Well, this is the anime I want to watch next. I got to two episodes and I'm like, no, I'm gonna say this where I'm like really, really in game. Like, I want to be able to watch this. You know what? I've been wondering. Goober, have you ever watched Bochi the Rock? I want to see something real quick. What the heck is this? I'm actually the heck. I never. I want to try something new when it comes to this. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We get it. No, you have not watched Bochi the Rock at all. Hmm. Oh wait, never mind. Stupid. Uh, Browse. Boopy. You've heard of it? What if this works? Oh, that's sick. Oh, crap. Hold on.
Hate
Hold on.
Jujutsu Kaisen. I never said I
Hold on. Hold
hated
on.
Jujutsu Kaisen. I just think it's okay.
Hold
Meanwhile,
on. I just want to try that out. Dang, that was freaking loud. I guess I'll try that off screen and see what happens. Because I want to do it to where I have the screen right here, and I'm like right here with the thing. Mm, I'll have to see. I'll figure that out. But yeah, I want to react to a video. I was gonna react to a video of like the anime man saying he hate Bochi the Rock because I have my critiques of like Bochi, you know. But if you ever heard of it, then oh, you usually watch all your animes on what's it call it on Netflix. Man, I wish the days where I could only watch Netflix like anime on Netflix. Netflix was like the golden to watch like certain animes. Now they got rid of all the animes that are really good. Wish I could just do that. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Wrong image. But it's you. All right. Well, they shut down, bro. I think you're late, bro. And I get why people do it. because the licensing of these bull craps are annoying. I want to see something real quick. Why is it they're not letting porno ads on 9 anime? Makes sense. I want to try something. I want to see how works. So it's like, is it?
So I don't hate Jujutsu Kaisen. I never said I hated Jujutsu Kaisen. I
Oh,
just think it's okay. Meanwhile, Bot to the Rock, I fucking hate.
okay.
So, dude, I
Hold
thought
on.
you like at least halfway
Hold
decent.
on a
Okay,
second.
Bocce. It's just a case.
I wonder how that works. I'm trying to figure out if I can do this. Oh, you know what I could do? I just realized that. Hold on a second. Because I can do where it's like, because what do I have this? I have this on display capture. All right. So I can have this like display cap. Oh, okay. I can figure this out. I can figure it out. Display capture. Mm-hmm. No, but you that's why you have an ad blocker. You have to have an ad blocker, bro. I think I have a really good ad blocker. What do I do for this one? Display capture? Is there no display capture on here? There we go. All right. Hey, what happened? What did it do? Please do Cotton Eye Joe. Okay, there we go. And now here's I'm gonna do the magic. Okay. Okay. Boom. Then we just do this. Is it possible? Can I? But there's some ad blockers you get for free though. There's actually some ad blockers you can get for free. Oh wait, I just know. Hold on. But some ad blockers you don't have to use like get for. Okay, is there a some ad blocker you get for free? I don't pay for mine. There's some free options. Like crap. There you go. Crap pan. Oh, do. Let's see bottom. Trying to do it to where I could just do it on here. It'd be so much easier. Goodness gracious, how long does it take? Can't manually do this? Yeah, I also don't like having a bunch of viruses on my computer. Makes sense. My question is, what the heck? How do I crop this thing without doing all that crap? Let's see. Hmm. Oh, what happens if I go full screen though? New innovative way to do. Mhm. Bro, and watching anime, bro. I think watching anime back in the day was probably harder. Literally because it's like when you dang, how long was this video? Oh. Mhm. Oh, it's like 1 minute long. Because how are they making their money? Eh, I understand. I mean, anyone would be just. Uh, I just have an ad blocker for like stupid stuff like on like everything you need an ad blocker on. Dang, 2.6 million, bro. That's crazy. You kind of need ad blocker for some reason because like everything like you reading like reading articles are so annoying. Like I get everyone needs to get paid, but come on now. You know what I need to do? Make the stupid poster. Hmm. So you mostly watch Netflix on like anime on Netflix? Man, 2009, 2010, Netflix had such good anime. My first few animes came on Netflix, man. It was really good. It was like 2009, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, where and like Netflix had like the best anime out there. They had really underrated animes on there, which I wish they brought back, but is there an anime on Netflix that you're watching? We could talk about it. Wait, hold on. There we go. Mm-mm-mm. Heck is Game Catcher? I don't even the heck. God, that's weird. Is there an anime you are watching on Netflix? Put it behind me. There it goes. Rondadon? Huh. The first episode just came out, didn't it? Dun 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 dun. Oh my god, it's the new Chainsaw Man. Everyone hyping that thing up, which is really. I read a few pages of the manga. Oh gosh, I can't. I can't wait when y'all have people hype it up. They'd be like, turn it on, like turn on it, just like they did JJK. Oh my god, the anime. It's like, bro, calm down. Like, I hate people who do that crap. It's very horny so far. I mean, the story literally evolves around a dude trying to get his penis back from a from a demon. So would you can't? Oh wow, he made a video on it too. Like 21? Oh, he knew. I mean, the story is literally him getting back his penis. So like, you know, man, I can't wait for when they turn on JJK, man. I can't wait. Don Don Don, bro. People, I give it like people a month when they say Don Don Don's not that good. I can't wait because people gonna be like, "Oh, Don 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 was never that good." Oh, my phone died. Wonderful. Don 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 was never that good if you really think about it. It doesn't have the story. Mm. Technically speaking, it didn't have the story for it. Like, I can't wait when people turn on it. People are already turning on JJK for no reason. I can't wait. Can't wait. But I heard Done It on who's who's that? Wuzan is who is that? Why are you getting recommended? What do you mean? Who's this? What the heck is this? What is this crap? 26 million? The heck is this? Looks like brain rot to me. Is the N-word song? Oh, why are you? But here's the thing, I wouldn't blame you, bro. Mainly because I get some weird stuff on my timeline too. Like sometimes it doesn't really make any sense. But I made a video on Psyche K. It didn't do that well, which I don't really regret because I like talking about Psyche K. It's actually oh. Listen, Lisa ain't the one with the gangster rap song. Now I'm getting freaking don on my stuff now. I can't wait. Free with free with ads. What the heck does that even mean? Free, but you have to watch ads. Like, what does that? How does that make sense? It's free, but you have to watch ads. There's no videos I really want to react to, bro. This like manga has been everywhere. What is this, bro? Like, this is the most industry plant anime I've ever, like, manga I've ever seen in my life. All of a sudden, everyone's talking about this. Like, it's a freaking bet. Like, sorry, it doesn't even look really interesting. Although, if you haven't subscribed to this live channel, I have not posted in like, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Dang, that's actually got views. That's weird. Probably gonna redo this one, but, uh, crap, my phone fell. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to this one, I'm trying. There's nothing for me to edit, really, to be honest. If you want to see like short form version of like the stream, I'm not gonna do highlights. I might do it, but like you know, really nothing to do. I would react to a video, but I don't know what video to react to. New fear unlocked. Uh, why is it still in my freaking this 2-1 versus one right? Don's first episode is crazy. See, people hyping up Don now. Give it 4 weeks. Give it 4 weeks. People will be crapping on it. React to Attack on Titan. If I react to Attack on Titan, I'll get copyrighted and maybe get a copyright strike. I can't back to anime on here. I wish. We can react to iceberg isekai explained. All right. Thank goodness I have this. I'll put my headphones on. Hold on. I have a clear message for criminals. Keep doing it. Headphone wasn't plugged in. Never really. Never. I never freaking ever been on my laptop where my headphones are never plugged in. Why I changed the audio thing on here now? Wonderful. There we go. All right. We could watch Isekai Iceberg Explain. Uh, trying to think. Um, what's that about? Oh yeah, audio. Crazy. I never really liked these iceberg videos. I don't really like them. It doesn't seem something that really interests me as much. Where are you? Audio. There we go. All right, it should be good now. Thank you. Ollies. All right. Oh wait, you're probably not gonna hear this because of the fact that I have the thing down. Boom. All right.
Why are there so many isekai anime in the first place? But before we start, I spent a lot of time on this vid, so consider subscribing. Thanks. The
Too
tip of the
much.
iceberg is what I would consider modern isekai. These include anime
I I really don't like. I really don't like isekai too much fan service. It's a mixed bags for me. I don't like isekai as much because realistically they don't really bring up anything new. Like Maternal Tensei was like a thing that I thought I was gonna like, but it just turned out that it's like I thought Mototo Tensei first season was like a isekai that I'm like, oh, I can actually enjoy it. And the second season came along and then ruined everything.
anime like Reincarnated as a Slime, Konosuba, Overlord, and Shield Hero, among others. I would say these are like the faces of modern isekai, and many of them come
Hold on, I want to see if this thing is cropped. Let's hold on. I think I cropped this way too much. I think I cropped it way too much. Cropped it. There we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I think fan service is like I think fan service is like so it's like a mixed bag for me. Do I like fan service as much? Not really, but it's like, it's a hit or miss for me. Okay, I think we're good. All right.
from light novels. Light novels are exactly what the name implies. They are books that are just much shorter in length. In 1970, publishing companies started making books shorter and adding anime artwork to them to appeal to younger audiences.
Oh, so that's what a light novel is. I never really realized certain isekais were light novels. So I guess they they basically do a clickbait.
And well it worked. Nowadays, the most common light novels are usually romantic comedies or isekai, and due to their short length, light novel authors are able to pump out volumes much faster compared to manga. And of course, with mass
I
production,
mean, obviously, they don't have to work as much when it comes to art and stuff. They can just write compared to like mangakas.
the volumes end up being pretty cheap. If manga is like a Michelin star level
Mm.
course, light novels are like the McDonald's or fast food equivalent. Publishing companies are
But
notorious for working these authors for insane hours, and the turnover rate is insanely high. An extreme example is Kazuma Kamachi, who wrote one novel a month for 2 years straight. That is
god
really
damn.
impressive. Impressively scary. I would not want to be a light novel author. But as you can tell, this leads the publishing industry to constantly be on the lookout for new talent so they can
I don't hate booze. I just hate when I'm watching anime with my family suddenly my beach episode. Bro, you have to. That's the law of anime. You have to have a beach episode to keep us engaged with the anime. Bro, Dragon Ball like series like Dragon Ball Z, Black Clover, bro, and One Piece. I don't think One Piece had a beach episode. I don't remember, but they're surrounded by the sea, so it really doesn't matter. You have to have a beach episode, bro. That's 101 of anime. Watching anime.
churn out as many volumes as possible, and they do this by holding a ton of contests with prizes for
Mhm.
aspiring authors. In fact, this is where the author for Sword Art Online started his journey. Speaking of SAO, whether you like it or not, this anime has had an insane influence on modern isekai. Really quickly, SAO is about a bunch of players who get trapped in a virtual reality MMO and die in real life if they're killed in the game. So effectively, they just start treating this
Bro,
video game world
I have no problem with Sword Art Online, but the Elf arc was so freaking boring. I always skip it.
as their reality with the goal of returning to the real world. Because of the 2012 anime adaptation and its huge success, it's popularized a ton of tropes that we see in isekai today. Even if these tropes existed way before SAO, it's the combination of them that really stuck with the genre. But SAO's
heck?
most influential idea is easily the overpowered protagonist. Kirito doesn't really have to struggle
Well, you really can't have a beach episode in in the Attack on Titan. They're always trying. They're always dying. Freaking weird. Like they all sit around. They're like, "Oh wow, you know what? It's attacking the Titans are like, you know what, bros? You're not gonna have a day off, man. Go to the beach." But they're always in war. Why do you ever think there's no like beach episode in like I'm trying to think like Yu Yu Hakusho? They're always in trouble. Like how you can't first of all you can't even chill on a beach if a bunch of Titans are there.
all that much throughout the course of the show, and even when he does at climactic moments, it's pretty clear what exactly is going to happen. And I've talked about overpowered MCs in my every anime trope video, but basically they exist to fulfill a fantasy for the reader or watcher, and everything they do is extremely easy and pretty
Hmm.
trivial for them, which leads into the relationships that Kirito forms with the women he meets. Although harems and power fantasies and isekai are practically a given nowadays,
Freaking pink harem anime, I hate it. Especially when they pick the wrong girl.
I
Freaking
would say that
despise it.
SAO greatly helped popularize that. I mean, in the show, they literally made a character for each personality type, so the viewer can perfectly place themselves in Kirito and pick the best girl for themselves. Genius marketing
I do not remember that. I do not remember this at all.
for
This
lonely
was just so long since I watched Soda
American
Online.
and even down to the main character himself. You can find a million other Kiritos in Isekai today with huge waifu harems. But one thing that SAO has undoubtedly
Wait, let me go back.
other Kiritos in Isekai today with huge
Bro, this anime was so out of pocket, bro. Wait, this anime was so out of pocket. So out of pocket. I watched 12 episodes, I think it's 12 of this anime. Holy crap. It's it's whatever. If you don't like fan service, this anime is definitely not for you.
waifu harems. But one thing that SAO has undoubtedly done different is its video game setting, which was pretty unique for the time. So let's talk about the more generic isekai setting that you normally see. If you've watched more than one isekai, you've probably
Okay, the starter pack of Isekai. They either die, they either get like sold they either get sold by their families or they're facing a demon lord. Like they have to face a demon lord. They always have to.
seen the same setting a lot of times, and usually these worlds contain your typical fantasy elements like slimes and magic or a demon lord. There's usually this aerial shot of this generic isekai starting city
It's literally like they just go to the same place too. It's like this huge city with all this other stuff. It's just so generic. I'm like, but isekai, I think anyone can make an isekai. Realistically, you can make isekai. I can make isekai. They're so easy. You can easily pump it out.
as well. Like I feel like I've seen this a million times, and all of these elements very clearly inspired by Sword Art Online. But it is worth noting that SAO isn't actually an isekai. That may come as a surprise to some of you, so let me explain.
I mean, technically, isekai is technically Sword Art Online is not an isekai. He's not transported into another world. He's like he's not transported into another world. He's transported into like a game where he's just stuck in. Technically, it's technically not isekai.
Explain exactly what counts as an isekai. Probably should have started the video with this, but whatever. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, yeah, isekai is so popular that it was literally added to the fucking dictionary.
The heck, that isekai is actually part of the dictionary. Isekai, oh.
Isekai is a Japanese genre of
But they don't add anything to the freaking dictionary. They probably add like skippity toilet to it, which I rule the day that
science or
happens.
fantasy fiction featuring a protagonist who's transported to or reincarnated in a different, strange, or unfamiliar world. Now, after hearing this definition, you might start realizing that movies like Spirited Away or shows like Inuyasha are technically isekai. And honestly, if we look at the more popular isekai, the reason that they can set themselves apart is usually because of their unique world. But sometimes isekai anime don't try to be different or break from the formula. Sometimes they fully embrace it while adding their own twists. And this
Twist is under like a big statement. Every isekai I ever watch is the same freaking thing. They have to face a demon lord. They added Riz to the dictionary. Yep, we're just adding anything, bro. Bro, you can just create a word out of nowhere. Riz literally means charisma. Charisma is a word. It's just a slang.
leads us to the next layer of the iceberg, postmodern isekai. Just like how postmodern art remixes old ideas in weird contemporary ways, I would say the isekai genre is doing that to itself right now with what I call meta isekai. And one of the best meta isekai has to be Konosuba.
Go to motionarray.com
Ah, that
and enter a world with
the Konosuba is the definition of a isekai I can actually enjoy because they know. Wait, I mean,
Isekai don't really
the thing is, like, Konosuba doesn't take itself so seriously. Often these isekais try to take themselves seriously. Konosuba doesn't. It's just really fun to watch.
explain the premise or their world anymore. They just kind of throw Truck-kun at the main character and expect you to understand the story. Usually the unique factor with these shows isn't the set
Yeah, the main character in Konosuba didn't even get run over by a truck. He peed himself and then he died. He died from shock. Have you ever seen Made in Abyss? No, I have not. I have never seen Made in Abyss. That's actually an anime I want to watch. I've been wanting to watch that for a while, but I have not.
setting or the premise, it's their characters, their gimmick, or just the tone itself. And for example, Konosuba takes this very basic isekai premise and puts a really comedic twist and tone on every aspect of the show. Instead of getting hit by a truck and dying, our MC Kazuma dies of shock right before it hits him while everyone is laughing at him in the operating room. Instead of a goddess granting him divine power,
It's really good, but I wouldn't recommend it. Bro, I've watched so many bad animes, like not bad, but messed up animes in my life, bro. I can handle freaking Made in Abyss, bro. I've seen some clips of Made in Abyss. Bro, I've seen anime that are really like hardcore. I could watch Made in Abyss. It's not that.
in his new world, he drags her down to the world with him because she's an asshole. They even use characters to subvert stereotypes, like Megumin, who is a super powerful mage but turns out to just be a nerd who can only use her best spell once. Konosuba subverts the isekai tropes masterfully.
Yeah, that's what I love about Konosuba. It doesn't take itself so seriously. These isekai is trying to be different. They're trying to be different. They're like, oh wow, look at this, look at me, look at like they're trying to incorporate different like situations. Like Moto Tensei is like a perfect example of something that could have been perfect. But no, season two had to ruin everything, like I said.
But sometimes meta isekai will play into their tropes so much that it loops back around to being meta, like Eminence and Shadow, which is about this guy who wishes he was Batman in real life by stopping criminals and pulling all the strings from the shadows.
Oh wow, what a badass.
But when he gets killed in the real world and reincarnated, he's finally given a chance to make that happen in this fantasy world. He comes up with insanely convoluted ideas of a cult he's trying to stop that ends up actually existing in a really funny meta way. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the stuff he does in this show is
Oh my gosh, this anime looks like such a like forgettable anime.
It's really cheesy, but because it takes itself so seriously, it kind of just works and is fun to watch.
Batman.
But these are examples of the good postmodern isekai. There are tons of meta isekai that just
You know what's crazy? There's actually, I think Reincarnated as a Slime is actually a pretty good isekai. And I thought it was a really good one compared to like the other ones. I to be honest, I think Slime is better than Mitoto Tensei. Well, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
suck
I think
ass.
Slime is the only one that really like it's a generic isekai, but you could actually root for the like characters in it.
Like the smartphone isekai, reincarnated as a vending.
But that was so stupid. Whoever came up with the smartphone thing is so stupid. That was so stupid. Yeah, you're so powerful because you have an iPhone. Might as well just an Android.
Or, oh god, the story of a man who turned into a pig. And we've officially gone too far. But unfortunately, isekai is so big now that it's not just a Japanese fan.
Or they're just reincarnating as anything, bro. You know what should make an anime? Be reincarnated as another anime protagonist. Like the anime, like your anime, like you're in a show, like you die in real life, and then you reincarnate it as a shonen protagonist. Boom, perfect.
Fantasy subgenre anymore. Korea has gotten their hands on it, and they've been cooking. So let's talk about manhwa. A really interesting
Wow.
subgenre that's emerged is the otome isekai genre. These are
Ooh, never
isekai
heard
that
of it.
involve a person entering the world of an otome game, which is basically just a dating simulator for women with super hot guys at every turn. The twist is
Alright.
usually that the main character is put in the villainess's body and not the protagonist, so she has to navigate the world without getting treated as one and possibly getting killed. This is really unique because, like most isekai, the main
The time I got reincarnated as not exactly, bro. It's like you could. It's like or like yeah. I think you would be reincarnated as like a shonen protagonist. That'll be fun. Like imagine like you could actually do that. That'd be actually a really good idea.
character starts off in a bad
Reincarnate is my favorite. Reincarnate is my favorite anime character. Boom.
position, but by making connections, they have to improve their social standing to avoid the bad ending. And usually they end up super popular at the end and are overpowered, but in a different way. A really popular Japanese villainess anime is My Next Life as a Villainess, but manhwa has really run away with this concept. Some of my personal favorite of this genre are Isn't Being a Villainess Much Better and Villainess Turns the Hourglass, although that's technically not an isekai, it's a regression, but that's a whole nother can of worms. But if we're going to talk about manhwa and isekai, we have to talk about the manhwa that single-handedly popularized one of isekai's biggest subgenres. That is solo leveling and gates.
Want a new career but don't have
Bruh,
experience?
solo.
The Google UX design.
Yeah, everyone was raving about solo leveling, man. Solo leveling is basically like I guess it counts as an isekai. I guess.
Technically an isekai, but kind of is at the same time. If you don't know, solo leveling is about people who live in a world with gates. These gates open to dungeons that contain highly valuable resources, but are also crawling with monsters. So adventurers go into the gates, they gather the really valuable resources, and then they trade it for money in the real world. Yeah, it's literally just MMO raids in real life. But this
Basically.
is where the lines start to get blurry. I would personally not classify solo leveling as an isekai, but also it does involve someone going through a portal to another world, and yeah, they are trapped until they can complete the dungeon and get back out. But at the same time, most of the story does
Imagine getting reincarnated as a guts, man. No, I can imagine being reincarnated like an Attack on Titan, bro. Like you imagine like you're reincarnated, you die, and you get reincarnated as a Titan, and then the first person you see is Levi.
does take place in the real world, so like, is it an isekai? You tell me in the comments, I don't know. Regardless, solo leveling has popularized a ton of new tropes that you're gonna find in modern manhwa isekai and even just normal Japanese isekai. Things like a menu system that grants you upgrades as you level up, hunters who awaken to supernatural powers, and guilds who organize them. Solo leveling, though, definitely wasn't the first to introduce gates that humans could cross into and out of. Anime like Outbreak Company and Gate, well, really original that title, feature gates that are permanently open and even involve the Japanese military interacting with this.
You know, Redo a Healer is technically an isekai. No, wait, is it? Is it technically an isekai? I'm not looking that up, but I want to get on my computer. Is it Redo a Healer? No, No, he's not. No, it's not. I might be wrong. It's technically not isekai.
this fantasy world, which is honestly a pretty cool element, even if these anime are kind of mid.
Yo, imagine a isekai where you're reincarnate. Oh, God, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'll say it. I'm black. Imagine being like reincarnated as like a slave. Like you're literally reincarnated as a slave. Not a slave like black slave. It's just a slave in general. That would suck. Imagine like dying as a truck and then the most gruesome death and then you're just put into like slavery, bro. That would suck. That's like another one, bro. There's so many things you could do, but people these freaking light novels don't want to do it.
I love just seeing tanks battle fuck orcs. The biggest takeaway from this layer is that
Hmm.
there are just so many isekai that it's become insanely meta. Like in Ouroboros, the light novel and manhwa industry seems to just be reusing and recycling the same core premise. And of course, artists will copy
I don't get why they do that though. They're like, oh, let's just copy. Like shonen, like you know what's gonna happen, but they have their own twist to it. Isekais don't have that twist to where um you have to think, bro. You like it's not even original. Shonen follows the same formula, but they also do it in different ways. You know, power systems, characters, bro. Isekais don't do any of that.
each other. That's been happening since the beginning of time, but this kind of feels different with isekai. Like, why is it so normalized? And that's when I started to
Imagine an anime where you anime was a racist and gets recorded as a black dude. You know, that's actually hilarious because it's like you're reincarnating as a thing you hated all your life. See a really good premise too. See a really good premise if you think about it. Like not even as a joke. I think it's a really good premise. Imagine someone who hates like any other race gets reincarnated as someone who's colored, and then they're gonna see the life they have to go through that and see how it feels. I think it would be a good lesson taught, like about how racism is bad. Japan is not gonna do that crap, but it's like I think it's a really good idea. Um, for other like even people, there's so many ideas you could do for it.
wonder, was the isekai genre always like this? And well, that's where the next layer comes in. Web novels or naruto. Although a lot of anime
Ew.
fans know about the light novel industry, most of them have no idea about the web novel industry. And this is where the progenitor of modern isekai, Mushoku Tensei, got its start. And it has earned that
Or not hating, yeah, I get that. Like, and then he learns not to hate black people. Yeah, or not to hate like other people in general. Like racist people don't just go after like black people; they go after every race. Like it doesn't matter if you're black; they go after everyone. Like if your skin is even like the slightest freaking darker, they'll go after you. I think it teaches you a lesson, right? You know, I think it's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. I'm pretty sure it's probably a concept somewhere.
title of grandfather of isekai for a good reason. An otaku with no redeeming qualities gets killed by a truck, reincarnated into another world with magic. He becomes super powerful even when he was like 5 years old. There's magic, elves, fan service. These are all super common to see in
Right.
isekai nowadays. In fact, Mushoku Tensei also popularized reincarnating to another world, which if you don't know is known
Head discussion. Matoto Tensei. Oh god. I'm so angry about the anime.
Tensei. And portals, on the other hand, are known as isekai teni. It's safe to say that this was revolutionary for the genre, and Truckun, as his kill count only seems to be getting higher.
Chuck. The only anime he did not go for is like reincarnating as a slime. He just died from stabbing.
However, Mushoku Tensei was not a pioneer in its genre like many think. In fact, I would actually say that it actually perfected the tropes of the isekai genre up to that point so well that people started copying that exact
Perfecting. Yes.
framework that it set up. But Mushoku Tensei itself didn't
From Matoto Tensei, season 1 was so good, and then season 2 came along. Man.
pioneer these things. In fact, Rifujin, the author of Mushoku Tensei, has casually
Oh, so you're to blame for season 2 being awful. All right, thank you.
admitted that the climactic arc of Mushoku Tensei was directly borrowed from ReZero. Now,
Hey everyone, we're Crew. And guess what? Google Play Games
So that Monosuka is the reason why I hate Matoto Tensei season 2. All right, wonderful.
pretty normalized on the website he was publishing his chapters to, Shosetsuki ni Naro, or Let's Become Writers in English. Rifujin has admitted to being very conscious of what other people on the Naro website were doing, and even incorporating their good ideas into his own stories. This is pretty normal for Naruto, or web novel.
It would be a great message for Japan. Oh, voice crack. It'd be a great message for Japan because apparently there's a lot of that true, that too. But let's be honest, no one's gonna make that. No one's gonna make that. They ain't gonna make that. I mean, there's a lot of things that anime tackles that I think they do better than like American. Like they tackle certain things, like really, really dark concepts. They do it way better than any like American like person does. Like any person doing it, they tackle better like stuff than anything like America does, in my opinion.
Novels, and a ton of your favorite anime have actually started on this exact website. Overlord, ReZero, Shield Hero, Ascendance of a Bookworm, etc. But if Mushoku Tensei was taken
That third
from
one was a
ReZero
sneak.
and a bunch of other isekai on the website, was there an anime or manga that originally inspired all these stories on Shusetsuki ni Naro? One that was even older than Mushoku Tensei? Well, yeah, and it's pretty rarely talked about to this day. If you're an older anime fan,
I don't know what to think about Overlord. I think it's just okay. Like it wasn't crazy.
it's maybe a show that you are familiar with. Not many people have heard of the Familiar of Zero, or Zero no Tsukaima, but if you were an anime fan in 2010, you were probably bullied. And you might have watched the show, which is considered to
Probably
be the
bullied.
pioneer of modern isekai in Japan. Let me explain. Zero no Tsukaima started as this popular light novel series about a Japanese kid named Saito who gets teleported into a fantasy world. This time though, the setting is more of a Harry Potter kind of school, but exclusively for nobles. All the nobles are doing a summoning ritual for the familiars. Saito gets summoned to be a familiar for Louis.
This is what I'm talking about. Imagine being summoned to be a slave, bro.
Luis the Zero, who sucks at magic. And if you're wondering where Eris from Mushoku Tensei might come from, look no further. Short and bright hair, physically abusive, massive tsundere, sucks at magic. Yeah, this matches all the boxes. Once Zero no Tsukaima was made into an anime, it was immediately super popular. The Naro website was soon filled with an insane amount of Zero no Tsukaima fanfiction. And no, I'm not joking. As Kim Morrissey from ANN puts it, Naro culture is fanfiction culture. But why did Zero no Tsukaima specifically cause such a big stir on the Naro website? A huge reason is actually because Zero no Tsukaima's story is just so easy to write fanfiction for. Many authors on Naro would just take the basic premise of Zero no Tsukaima, but have a different character get
That's gracious, man. Fan fiction.
teleported instead of Saito.
That's how certain series get popular, to be honest.
This creates a story that's really easily understood by readers without a lot of prior investment, making these types of fanfics really popular. This sounds an awful lot like most modern isekai that just add a random gimmick and expect you to already understand the story and the premise. The author of ReZero
So I still don't get how people watch this vending machine anime. What's the purpose of this? What am I, a hoe? Putting a freaking coin inside me. What am I, a hoe? Just gotta charge my phone. Gotta charge my phone. What am I, a goddamn hoe? Putting a thing inside me.
literally got his start by writing fanfiction on the website itself. In fact, this fanfiction was so prolific that the website had to outright ban it in 2012. This explains why so many isekai have such similar premises and general ideas. It's because this culture of copying and remixing others' ideas is the lifeblood of the web novel.
Also, ReZero is actually I didn't watch the season 1 of ReZero yet. I should need to continue watching it. Anything I'm not gonna say that I never drop an anime. I always come back to it. There's a lot of animes that I legit come back to.
Community. Mushoku Tensei, ReZero, Overlord, Konosuba, Slime, Spider Isekai, Ascendance of a Bookworm, Eminence and Shadow, all of these and more have started as Naruto.
Sort of spider anime. Never heard of it before. I heard of it, but I was like, I never seen anyone even talk about it.
If you really want to pinpoint the origin of a modern isekai, you should look no further than Zero no Tsukaima. But we're not done, because a lot of these isekai are really tied with video games, menu systems, and RPG-like abilities. These definitely became more popular with solo leveling and Sword Art Online, but These are far from the first stories to feature video game elements, and this is going to take us to our next layer because
Video game
most people know about the
influence.
video game influence on isekai, but just not how deep it goes. The Dot Hack franchise was arguably one of the most innovative and maybe even most influential anime series of all time, airing all the way
Mm.
back in 2002. It took the idea of isekai and added its own spin on it, trapping our main characters.
That's what I'm talking about. Why can't half these isekai really? I guess they do it because it's like I guess it's easier to get picked up and stuff. But it's like, why don't they just do that? It's like put a spin to it, an interesting spin. I'm not getting Batoso Tensei any credit because I still have feelings that I hate it. But it's like that's what I'm talking about. Why can't isekais just do like a cool little spin on it? You do the exact same thing over and over and over again, and I don't get why. Like I watch isekai, but I'm like I want to be surprised when I'm watching it.
Tsukasa into an MMORPG filled with a ton of other players. And because he has some pretty broken abilities like being able to warp at will, a guild called the Crimson Knights tried to hunt him down, labeling him as a hacker. This sounds kind of familiar.
Wait a minute, a hacker.
Well, it's probably because SAO has almost all of these elements to varying degrees. Dot Hack as a franchise was really influential to the isekai genre today, and if you want a spiritual successor to that
Log
specifically,
Horizon.
I would recommend Log Horizon for how it really leans in more to its MMO setting. Now, if we really want to trace the
Well, unrelated, but it would be so cool if L got his own spin-off movie, maybe a miniseries, even a light novel. They could base it. They should do that. They should do it like a one shot of L's life. Because I think we got a one shot of another Death Note story. But yeah, I think it would be really cool to have an L thing. They could do it. Their light novels could do like they could tell any story because they don't have to worry about pictures or like or anything else. They could just draw. It's like essentially like a YouTube. It's like a YouTube thumbnail. Like light novels are like YouTube thumbnails. The cover gets you into the book. Really? Like, what you really think no one will buy a picture like a book, a light novel about L? That'll be freaking massive.
video game
Massive.
origins all the way back,
Massive,
in
guys.
1988, Spirit Hero Wataru released, which involved a 9-year-old kid getting sent back in time to a video game like Land, inspired very heavily by Dragon Quest. Although this anime was pretty influential, I immediately saw very
Oh!
heavily by Dragon Quest. Although this anime was pretty influential,
Jeez,
I
that jiggle
immediately
effect.
saw
What the
the
heck?
350 episode seasons.
Parasite. Bro. 3 seasons? Dang, 46 episodes?
And
Jeez.
said nope. So I'm not sure about the actual influence this had on modern isekai as a whole. However, it's safe to say that it might have been pretty significant. But the next layer of the iceberg is about isekai that just removed this generic video game, slimes, magic, and elves that we tend to see everywhere.
They later made. Well, I'm just saying, if they made a movie based off it. Oh, that's what you meant. They made a light novel on L. They made a movie based. Don't give them ideas. Don't give them ideas. Don't give them ideas. Because they already they mess up the Death Note thing. Don't give Netflix any ideas. Don't give them any ideas.
We're entering the layer of forgotten isekai.
I mean, pretty much every Eats guy I ever watched is usually forgotten. Gosh, I mean, there's an anime movie that was so freaking like boring.
Isekai didn't mean a specific fantasy world or archetype, but literally just meant someone getting transported to a completely different world. And nothing fits that feeling of a completely alien world like Gaia in Escaflowne. The vision of Escaflowne has a world that truly feels unique. It came out at a time where mecha was much more popular than isekai, and at this point, isekai was actually seen almost as a subgenre of mecha.
That was crazy. Isekai and animated movie, of course. Yeah, but let's be honest, they're gonna make it into a live action. They're gonna make, bro. They're gonna make it into a live action, bro. or try, or like I think it would have worked back in like what 2009, 2010. When Death Note came out, in, like what? Let me look this up real quick. I think Death Note came out in 2007, if I'm wrong. 2006, 2007. There are a couple of light novels. I think it would have worked if he was like, maybe 2006, 2000, like, I think Death Note's popularity has died down a little bit, but you know,
Mecha. It's
I
got a
have faith.
steampunk fantasy setting featuring these biological mechs that are just so alien
Forgotten anime isekai. That's pretty much every isekai ever made. Pretty much half the isekai you ever watched will probably be forgotten.
and otherworldly. And the music, oh my god, the music is absolutely majestic. Yoko Kanno and Hajime Mizoguchi went crazy by adding a cinematic flair to the world. And obviously, since it's animated by Sunrise and Bones, the mecha fights are just super smooth. Now, unfortunately, I watched the movie instead of the TV series, so the plot was kind of hard for me to follow since they rewrote 26 episodes of the TV series into an hour-long movie. But basically, this girl named Hitomi is super depressed and feels alone all the time. She's then summoned into the world of Gaia, and it's called the
Oh my god, that sounds like Evangelion.
Wing Goddess, capable of
Evangelion.
summoning Escaflowne, this badass fucking mecha. Now, let me just say, I'm not really a mecha fan. I could care less
Same here. I find mecha anime really really boring for some reason.
about
I can watch Power Rangers, but I can never watch
Gundam, but when I tell you
isekai
that
mecha.
Escaflowne has one of the coolest mecha designs I've ever seen, like, come on, just look at this. This is sick. Look at the way you just suit up into the mech. Like, come on. She meets
Look how cool he just he just gets stabbed in the throat.
Devon, whose older brother Lord Fulkin kills his whole family and is threatening to conquer all of Gaia.
Okay, there's one thing I hate about anime. Why is the family always getting slaughtered? There's always a story where either the kid is like the parents are not there, the parents are dead, or they all got slaughtered. Like what is the correlation to this?
So basically, this ragtag group of rebels
Like is Japan telling like us like the people not to have kids so this won't happen?
fights a huge army that has a ton of big ships. Wait a second.
No, I have not seen Joker 2, and I heard it was really bad because they went in a musical route, which I don't know why people are getting mad about. They said it was going to be a musical, so like it doesn't make any sense. You're going to get mad at something that you knew was going to happen to begin with. Like it doesn't make any sense. I heard it was really bad. People hate it. Uh, you don't have to retract it. I was just give. You didn't do that. I heard people hated it. I heard a lot, but people complaining about the musical, but they said it was going to be a musical the whole freaking time. So well, I don't like musicals that much, so I wouldn't. I didn't even watch the first Joker fully. So
Are those stormtroopers? Are they using the Force? Yeah, this movie really just threw in Star Wars, isekai, and mechas into a pot and cooked this shit up. And to be honest, I was eating. I was eating good.
I mean, Gus had a stepdad.
Personally, I
Oh,
think this
okay,
is
bro.
what a lot of isekai these days are missing. Where's the confidence in your world building to create an interesting setting for people to inhabit? Why are we remixing the same isekai concepts instead of looking outside of popular anime for inspiration? Escaflowne seems to tread that line perfectly, adding in a bunch of cool ideas until the world becomes super believable and fantastical instead of a cookie cutter template that we seem to get all the time. In any case, Escaflowne was actually not that popular in Japan, but it was widely influential, especially in the
This was crazy. I always hear like certain animes not being popular in Japan, but it's like other places they're like really, really popular. It's really interesting to see. Because I always thought um certain animes will only cater to the Japanese audience. Like I think people in like Japan only really care about the audience in Japan. But yeah, it's kind of weird they only got it's not popular in Japan.
West, where it was a huge success. And a lot of American anime fans kind of see this as the quintessential 2000s era isekai, although nowadays it's much more forgotten. Not as forgotten as Fujiki.
Go to motionray.com to add this to your video and that.
I don't know what the context you said. I mean, Gus had a stepdad. What is the context to that? What did I say to get that comment?
It's one of those few older shoujo isekais that exist but no one really talks about. It involves our two main characters, Miyaka Yuki and Yui Hongo, who are two junior high school students magically isekai'd into feudal China by a strange book called The Universe of the Four Gods. It's got romance, it's got your 90s slapstick humor, and feudal Chinese politics. What more could you really ask for? To be completely honest, I could probably ask for a lot more. I watched for the first few episodes and it wasn't really my thing. Maybe I'm just not acclimated to shoujo series or the tropes, but I've heard a lot of good good things from it, so if it interests you at all, check it out. Although there are many more isekai that you can consider forgotten, this next layer of isekai aren't just unpopular, they feel
Horrific.
downright evil in their plot.
Oh my! I'm so glad he said this, bro. This anime is so dark.
Characters. Now and then, here and there,
Oh
is
my
definitely one of the more
gosh.
infamous isekai. If you've been in the anime community, you've probably heard of it, but never bothered to actually watch it.
Oh
And
my
I was exactly
gosh.
like that. It starts off pretty unassuming and honestly a
Bro, it went from this innocent thing to this like dark thing. I'm so glad. I'm really surprised people know about this anime.
boring. Our main character Shu is just a kid who's dicking around until he meets his girl Lala, and then some robots come from another world to abduct her. Because our MC Shu acts like he's in a shonen manga, he jumps in to try and save her and gets teleported back to her world. At first, he's chased around the big ship they're all on, but something is off. All the people chasing him are just kids, even though they're all carrying guns. After they capture him and throw him into jail with
Oh,
this
this is so
American girl
dark.
named Sarah, they ask him for a necklace that I guess is really important. I mean, bro already dropped that shit like 20 minutes ago, but the king of this ship is a twisted man, and he basically tells his right-hand man, or woman,
I freaking hated him, bro. I hated him.
torture him. So they tie up a 12-year-old kid
Yeah.
on the front of the ship and just dangle him with no
Yeah.
food or water until he tells them where the necklace is. And this is just episode 2. The next episode gets even darker because
Yeah.
we see what Sarah has had to go through. Because I was streaming, you can actually see my genuine reaction to this moment.
Yeah, bro, this is really dark. This is really dark.
No, don't tell me, dude.
Yeah, it's really dark.
No, dude. Oh, you gotta
Pete.
oh.
Yeah, my same reaction, bro. I get
This is when the depressing and melancholic music
Yeah,
just sets
bro.
in, and you're just left feeling empty watching the show. I don't want to spoil any more than
Oh, I don't
what
wanna do it, but it's
already
so
have
sad.
in case you want to go check this out yourself. But this show brings a tone that I have just never seen in isekai. It's so
Yeah,
soul
bro.
crushing, and the topics that it covers, like
And it's crazy thing is my favorite anime of all, like one of my favorite animes, but it's so
child
dark.
soldiers and sexual assault, that I honestly forgot that I was even watching this for an isekai video. At certain points it started feeling like a psychological.
I'm gonna
laugh.
skip this because
Tyra
I'm gonna.
starts panicking.
I'm getting like goose. I'm just thinking about it. It's making me. Oh
All the kids
gosh.
are trying to escape and leave school and end up trampling over teachers until
Dang.
eventually a teacher yells, "Stop it. If you don't settle down, this is what you get." He says this as he stabs a child he is holding in his hand. And this is just the 3rd chapter. One of the teachers is
Yeah. Yes. Essentially, yes. Yes, he did. Yeah. Yes, he did. It's really dark. That's why I never like. It's one of those like I don't want to make a video on it. I want to make a video on it, but I don't want to make a video on it because it's so like it's extremely dark. And like, oh gosh, now I'm remembering what my reaction when that happened, bro. It took me a few minutes to realize what happened, but goodness, it's so dark. It is so dark. It's one of my favorite. Like, I guess I could categorize this like as my favorite isekai. I guess you could say that. But it is so dark. But it tackles so much. Like, it's so dark. Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah.
tied up by 3rd graders and then is stabbed
Yeah, bro.
with scissors.
It's
Some
really
kids try
now I told like yes, 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 yes. It is extremely dark. It's extremely dark, bro. And it happens multiple times too. That's the worst part. It happens multiple times during the series. She's like passed along as like she spoiler warning. She's able to fight off like the a few attacks, but it gets really bad like at towards the end, bro. That's why I'm like it's so dark. It's really dark. It's extremely dark. That's why I'm like I never like want to recommend this because it covers really sensitive topics and people can't handle it. That's why you were saying to me like, oh, I would recommend. Yes, 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 bro. That's why I never like. It is really dark, bro. Like you would think like isekai like go like isekai like they just like no, it goes extremely, extremely like like I'm getting like actually maybe almost maybe cry because it's like it's so extremely dark. I said it a million times, but yeah, bro. Yeah. She does get R word. She does, and it's a sad thing. But in like later on in like a series, she learns how to. She actually fights back because they put her in another room, but she's able to fight back. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna watch this, but yeah, it's really dark, man. It's really dark. It's really dark. Like they don't. You would think because it's their children that you know, like oh, they're just children. Nothing can really happen to them. But it shows that, and it's like a lot of things.
leaving, but as soon as it seems like they can walk a few steps outside, they drop dead. As this
Holy
manga
crap!
goes on, it develops into a Lord of the Flies type of situation where people start hoarding food and killing each other. The lunch guy who delivers the school's bread sets fire to teachers at the school, killing many of them, including children. This is some of the most fucked up shit I've seen in manga form, and it is only worsened by the fact that most of the characters we see are literal children in an elementary school. Combine this grim setting with some of the most terrifying monsters you'll ever see, and this is easily the best and maybe only real horror isekai I've ever heard of. It also has some really, really good plot twists later in the manga that I don't want to spoil in case you want to check it out. I can highly recommend
Oh my gosh! Now I'm thinking about that scene, man. It's like, oh my gosh.
this manga. It's got this great atmosphere of dread that author Kazuo Umezu does a great job of laying on thick.
And I think it's like you're more sensitive, like because it's a child. Like literally, they're children. Like you wouldn't want to wish that on a child, and it's happened. Like you see it in your own eyes. You would never want to wish that on a child, and that's why it's like. Then I'd say it's like one of my favorite animes because it just goes through like the hard hitting thing because they catch you by surprise, like boom. And this is like what he's explaining right here. I think people won't like it because it's like, oh, you know, children are getting hurt in these, right? It's like, yeah. I'm really surprised people know that anime. I thought it was so underground that people wouldn't know. It's by your own choice, man. It deals with a lot of like sensitive things, especially when it deals with a lot of like sensitive things. And if it's not for you, I would never recommend anyone watching it. If I hope I have never recommend anyone watching this. Yeah, it's really bad. It's like I'm not even sugarcoat it. It's like it's a really horrible anime, and you have to have a really good stomach for it. Like for me, it's like there's a lot of anime scenes that like make my stomach just it hurts me. Like um, I'm trying to think of like what's a series that really like turned my stomach? Like Sunny Boy, right? Sunny Boy is like a big example, like an anime that just like it make you're emotionally invested towards it. Like that's a perfect example. If you check it out, do it at your own. Make if you cannot handle it, do not watch it. I do not want like there's some things that people won't be able to handle. I personally can't I personally can't handle that crap because you know, but I like it, you know. I actually like the series because it's kind of like a twist to it. Like you think that's like oh, it's going to be all la di da da. And then, you know, like that's why I like the series, but also like it's really dark. It's like I get why people like series like Berserk because it's like the story and like it's just so gruesome.
And it was so popular that there was even a cult American movie adaptation called Drifting School, which honestly, if I had rented from Blockbuster back in the day, I feel like I thought it would be about Fast and Furious, but for like high school kids. But
Bro, if they make it, I wonder if I don't think that's ever gonna get like an anime adaptation. Oh gosh.
anyway, I hope you
I
learned.
mean, if then if then now there and where weapons I forgot I keep confusing the names, but if that can get an anime, then that's it. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. It sounds like Made in Abyss mixed with Berserk. Yeah, it's definitely that. I guess like you can say it like that. It's definitely like Made in Abyss mixed with Berserk. I'm gonna end the stream today. Thank you, Gooper, for coming. I will be streaming 7 o'clock with Sake. Um, we'll be doing an anime tier list. He hasn't shown me the tier list yet, so it probably like mixing it up to like animes we both watch. And yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I need to get that scene out of my head because it is really hard. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'll see you later. I'll see you again at 7 o'clock. I will be posting it on my community tab, so you guys are like knowing what time it is. You know what time it is. Thank you for